place as you should be.
Yep, dead on. So, I mean, again, we kind of hope that maybe it's just this new system situation. As we're talking about a head trick who had unfortunately sort of flailed around with bait for a little bit and kind of was burdened by the same statistical shortcomings. So a fresh zone for him to try to play within and hopefully find a fix. You know, he's coming into this team as well as somebody who has like a wealth of experience, hopefully, to be able to tap into too. And we'll see what they can do, whether there's forward momentum for this inner circle featuring head trick. But we begin on Legacy's map pick of Ancient. That's inner circle to the T side, and wasting no time, they will get the train rolling towards the B site. And they'll find no challenge. You've got this double up inside of the temple. You've got a third player in Art over towards the site, but he gets smoked off by the execute here of Inner Circle, and he's going to try to chuck that flash up and over. Nissim actually catching a headshot while blind. A great way to start this. Still the temple duels go back and forth. Dawi almost breaking through entirely, but man advantage for Legacy. Head trick, here's his chance, and the Berettas are going to deny him. So Monic, last man, tries to crawl forward here, unspotted, but with the bomb inside for the CTs to just keep eyes on. It's going to be a very difficult recovery. You'd think they both swing the moment Dumao gets his contact. And there it is, that trade potential, but it's missed. Sadson doesn't capitalize on his chance, and that is a 1v2 pistol clutch for Inner Circle.
Yeah, he could have played it right up against the wall and forced that. I look at a crossfire like that, it's actually kind of hard for the CTs to time it up perfectly. Then if there's a few seconds that pass, there is always a chance that the flank comes in. Sometimes that means you want to peek into the site to make sure you get the duel. They definitely could have optimized a little bit more, but it's still very impressive that Onyx got those kills. He kind of had to get the first kill on the first peak, and then it's just a very difficult 1v1 for the CT side. And since the bullets came out so fast and he got that, there was no time for that box guy to swing. So really great mechanics on display there for Onyx. And lost position turned into a one position here for Inner Circle.
All right. Fun little USP setup here inside of Cave. Smoke fades. Let's see what Dawi can make of it. A lot of rifles in the round here for Inner Circle. We'll see if Captain Kirk is back cannon's head can get a chance to make some money. That's not bad. P250 and a USP kill comes through. Mac meant to get the rest. And now from a four Arts who's found out towards middle. So one SMG kill, in the, excuse me, two SMG kills in the middle of all that. A little bit of cash. Still two players lost to the P250 USP. And Legacy showing that they got tricks up their sleeves, even in round two on the full save.
I think Dawi is one of the guys that I think we could expect an explosive performance out of that we haven't spent a lot of time watching. And this team does have a few different players to pop up, but we're going to have Hedrick under a microscope for sure as a core component of being able to try to beat Legacy, because they have a leadership change that they've played some time, and between the four of them, they have a very signature style. Don't expect that to change too much. This one will come and clear things out, and nobody's taking pretty nice timing on. Wow, that's kind of beautiful. I think they just read that protocol perfectly. No one was even watching the ramp.
No, three players inside of the smoke, one push down the ramp solo in the form of Nissim. He's stomped the entire time, runs right by it, so they hear him rushing past, and they jump through the smoke, just about to fade, catching him off on timing. So clean opening kill, instant transition into the comfortable B bomb plant with zero reinforcements beyond
Legacy come to try to make this expensive.
Keeping it close. Max-10 waiting for its chance to strike. Art goes wide. There's a ton of damage done here. So you're right.
What are you doing, Dumao?
Price tags could be racked up. Dumao begins to depart. And that's going to be... We'll see how many left alive. Zero Fix running for the hills here on 16 health. Not quite far enough. So two players each side of this one.
I was wondering why they were fighting so hard. I thought, that they weren't actually going for the retake, but they were just going to put some pressure on it. But it looked like they almost thought they could win for a second. Coming away with that save gun is nice. And now we get into the real meat and potatoes. Everyone's fully stocked. No op, though, of course, for Inner Circle. A very cool tactic to keep Legacy on their toes. Now you know you can't just close your eyes and go through like your usual stuff and trust all your smoke. That's a good first step for Inner Circle.
Carrier sending flashes over middle just to try to contest with Dumau's push as we get this group up quickly towards the A site. Fast little donut scramble as the double smoke comes down for Inner Circle. They're going to want to test the waters. Spark tries to give himself a bit of cover. That is not going to be respected. Mowed down through it, and Dawi coming through with the double entry. Made it easy by the fact that Legacy weren't quite hard committed to that bomb site. Instead, just trying to play the push in off the execute. But Inner Circle feeling very frisky out of the gate today, Mohan. This is swift action in a couple of rounds now.
With some good call-outs, it feels like Inner Circle are very well prepared coming into this game, and I like that they're going for hard reads. And it does look like Legacy are in a bit of an autopilot mode where they're trusting things, especially in the early rounds where they're just going through standard map control. Should be not very risky. And even that rotate into the site, they did not let up on Mouse 1 on the spams when they heard Art take a footstep trying to reposition. So they get that kill, and they get both those kills off of Dowie, but I really feel like they get it first and foremost off of their preparedness. This is a very good look for Inner Circle. Again, this is Legacy's map pick, and it's not been so impressive so far.
Quick little VRS forecast off this. You can see, obviously, Inner Circle playing well outside of any kind of major qualification. But I think this is actually, curiously, this is a very interesting time for teams like them to catch people like Legacy off guard, who are obviously fixated very much on kind of finishing this season in their best form, right? Ramping up for Cologne as it is around the corner for Legacy. Whereas Inner Circle, you catch somebody off guard with some really strong prep. All week long, we've heard the teams within VRS contention talk about how all this added pressure has been just kind of pushing them down for a month now. Every game matters, etc. Inner Circle's freed up to just focus on themselves, play it map by map, match by match, look to catch teams off, and get some VRS points going into the next season of 2026. I mean,
yeah, they can show up
maybe
for
I'm
fresh
yeah,
for
it's
a
like
match like this and just like taking it as seriously as they can, and also not really have the pressure. And so, yeah, they're building into something like longer term. I 100% agree with that.
I'm kind of sugarcoating not making the major, but it just feels like
but you know what? It's not like they really had a huge hope of it. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, there are other teams that I think not being there be a little bit more tragic, which some of that stuff's still unfolding. When BC.Game and FaZe play for a major qualification tomorrow.
Yeah. There are teams that have literally lost sleep from the stress of trying to qualify for majors, and Inner Circle are happy to not be in that group right now. Keep their preparedness, keep things moving now in the face of Sadzin's off as he will drop Captain Kirka, missed his second shot and be now worried about A main, but it is not a split here for the side of Inner Circle. It is a quick bust out through Donut and a whiff from Sadzin. Costly error there on shot number 2 and 3. Could have held on to a man advantage, could have extended that man advantage, and instead it is a desperate act from a 6 HP Art and Nissim to get back into play, and that is just not going to occur here. Inner Circle off to a flying 5-0 start.
No kidding. Shots number 2 and 3 were both round winners, and they were both dropped, and also they weren't even flash peaks. They were just wide swings. They were willing to go down 3v5 just to make some progress towards A, and can you believe that shot from Headtrick? That was just really great cover from him. I didn't even think he was deep enough on that angle to see and help Dowie from where he was standing. So I feel like it had to be a first bullet headshot. Then Dowie turns it into 2. And then it's a series of unfortunate events. There are close moments here for Legacy, but it's 5 rounds in a row of everything going right for Inner Circle. Their shots are hitting. Their call-outs look good. And they're being, I feel like, as aggressive as they plan to. They're not having to slow down or even really get creative. Like they're winning right off of their initial ideas.
Seems to be like exuding a certain bit of confidence in those opening moves as well. So prep is flowing for Inner Circle, and Captain Kirko, the Mac 10 donut dive. Yeah, hate to break it to you, Art. That's a page out of your own book, brother. Charging you down, making sure that you get that opening kill. Bomb is now freed up, mosey on over to the A side of the map, and we've got ZeroFix getting his first kill of the game, doubling down on Nissim as well. So rock solid stuff for ZeroFix, a guy who has more deaths to the bomb than any other player in the server at the moment. But sometimes that's just how it goes.
Damn, man. That strat was so... They didn't expect that to work so well. They didn't have the bomb ready to go for A. They just took over donut control. When they got that kill, they wished it was just a 5-man rush. Because obviously they knew they have a weak A site. But then they get the kill on the default towards B as well. Every reaction shut down. Again, opening tactics working out perfectly. And they don't even need any of their nades to hit.
And yet they'll throw another one just to be safe. So there, we can find one mistake by Inner Circle so far this T side, a missed CT lane smoke grenade. Call the police, Mohan. I've got a crime to report.
Not as bad as a... Actually, maybe it's worse than a missed window smoke. But not this round, because everybody from the CT side is dead.
You know what? That's a good... I think that's a... For argument's sake, I think window is worse to miss because it's so essential, you know? You miss a CT smoke, take the peek, do it.
What if there's an op there, though? It'd be the same thing. Same thing, an op rotating it.
But Mirage window's so iconic. You better never miss.
Yeah, that is true.
Speaking of ops, still alive on Sadson. Fighting for it, tooth and nail. They're going to continue to try to throw bodies at him, and it is damn well worth it. That is majority alive for Inner Circle, and we are already halfway through this T side without Legacy winning a round. Their map pick, by the way.
Their map pick, and I don't know. Like, they're going to have to... Yeah, they're not getting an op this round, so that's quite a massive find right at the end where Sadson actually could have just tucked, I think.
Well, to Sadson's benefit, he's been missing some op shots, so maybe the M4 refresh here. Trying to find silver linings. Trying to spin this in a positive light for Legacy, despite being down 6-0.
I'm a fan of that. Inner Circle playing like this, we've got a new contender at this event.
It's that lack of pressure, I think, Mo. What it is.
Yeah.
It's got to help, surely, for Inner Circle. Match by match, right? Nothing to lose. A lot to gain still. Always feels like when you can catch one of the Americas teams, they're kind of like loot picks. You know, they're worth that much more in PRS. Not NRG, yeah. Okay, that's fair.
NRG are not a VRS mule.
Voca right now, though. Kick them while they're down.
Kick them hard. So now we've got a Legacy that has been bullied all half and a little bit more nervous, I think, to make their moves. But they have to do something. They smoke behind them. It actually alerts Inner Circle. They go... Wait, but they've only got one holding this so far.
And they still get both on that. Yep, Captain Kirka's still through the doors. And so he's got his chance. Art, MP9 gets shredded. Art now 0 and 6 on the scoreboard. And a B-bomb site, prime for the taking yet again for Inner Circle. Just a good transition, a good recovery, right? It's not been many rounds where Legacy actually throws something at Inner Circle and it sticks. That push did get them an opening kill on Zero Fix. And from that, 4v5 recovery out of Inner Circle. They don't lose a single other body, barring anybody who's looking to go on the hunt. So rock solid, absolutely unstoppable, 7-0 start.
You cut your only guy who had a mustache. I think, you should be offended by that.
Sadson's got a mustache.
Oh, yeah?
Him and I both.
Okay. All right. Well, you're still missing a mustache.
Okay, yeah, you need two. Golden ratio. You need one big guy.
You couldn't have 5.
One big guy, 2 mustaches, and a bald guy. That's the winning formula.
Yeah.
I also think it helps if you have one guy that can't speak English.
Yeah. I mean,
for the mystery.
Does, Molodoy count? But or what do you mean?
No, I feel more like with domestic.
Not at all.
Really what I mean. Yeah, one guy that we can never interview. You know?
Oh, okay.
Ooh, fast move. Why not? no real reason to be afraid of the Legacy defense. BC does find a great chance to gun one down while the flash is up. Headtrick holds that flank to perfection with the double mow down. And also through that smoke, Sadzen dropped. So we've got the Lotto M4A1S 1v3. Two players dangerously low on health here for Inner Circle. But they just kind of hit this pause button. They let that smoke fade. Onyx going to tap it once. Oh, and Lotto knows he's behind that column, but doesn't jump it. Now he's going to deny said plant, find the second kill on Zero Fix. And this is a head trick working with 18 HP, who has already gotten 2 kills from ramp, so you know he's the last guy down there. For the first round, Lotto, he's going to close this. 1 versus 3 clutch inside the B site. Beautiful that he doesn't jump on the first bomb plant attempt and then catches that planter even more exposed on the second when he tries to follow through.
They could have come in to clear him because that the smoke that landed was obviously a bit far into the site. This is just such a necessary moment, and it's very nice that Nissim steadies his spray to get that first kill, and he's the one who drops this smoke that buys a bit more space for Lotto to make the play that he does. So a first round, a 1v1.
And what was supposed to be a big opening move from Dumao, it winds up just being damaged. We've got Art locked into the mid boxes. Clearly some elbow pressure still to come from Inner Circle. It's just posture behind it. Beautiful read from Art on the first lineup. He's going to have to go for the reload in a moment. Smoke fades, 2 players in front. Lotto is able to get a trade frag. He's burned out in the open, and that is where Captain Kirka drops him. But trades back and forth. Nissim, yet again, a piece of the success story here for Legacy. Gunning for 2 rounds in a row. Zero Fix has been lowered down to 18 health. And that, you think, should be the end of him. But he's got a little bite left in him. Bomb still down towards middle. Sadzen all day long in a 100 versus 10 HP 1v1.
I'm going to say this is done. Surely Sadzen, he doesn't have to worry about any kind of big flank right now. Wow, he's moving up to an even better spot. In elbow, how are you ever going to find this? He can kind of disappear and take a later peek, and he covers this really long flank timing. So it's sort of a checkmate move. What's going to happen right now? Zero Effect's going to walk out, and he just has to hope Sadzen overthinks this because there's no reason.
We'll see where that Zero Effect
to make
smoke
mistake
goes.
Anymore.
He puts that smoke on elbow. Sadzen's suddenly out position. Instead, Sadzen feeling the timing, goes wide, and sure enough, clips this off. So Zero Fix hitting the pause button, getting real stoic inside of Temple doesn't pay off. And, well, didn't think we'd see it, but we've got Legacy winning consecutive rounds now.
2 1v1s, so it's still quite expensive. Luckily, they saved the op with it. That's a huge purchase they won't have to think about, but Inner Circle still have plenty of money. So they're going to be buying in once again, and they're going to be buying in again, actually, after this, even if they lose. So Legacy really chewing on granite here to get a half together. Oh, my goodness, those are so good. We haven't seen those in a while, counter T grenades.
Been a whole lot of flashbangs flying through middle as of late. But the frags placed to perfection. And that's just going to put a little bit of timidness in Legacy's minds. More utility scales over top as we get this third defender hard allocated to the B site.
We'll see if Inner Circle are going to be comfortable because it looks like they've kind of felt they need to slow down, but all their best rounds so far have been fast.
Art dropping another smoke forward for the CTs. Their
They were really
last
planning to exact
round.
there.
Pops at 45 seconds. You get a return bit of volley for the T side, but there's still refuge for Art between the fire bombs, and so hanging on to a position inside of cave. Always got a challenge at this, but with the smoke on the still in front of the T's, it's awkward, right?
Donut.
So they kind of decide to bail. Captain Kirka with this opening towards the A site. We'll see the scramble out of Legacy to move over. Sadzen cannot afford to miss op shots this time around. So the first one connects. causes a bit of a stall from Inner Circle. Beautiful headshot back from Onyx. You've got CT stuck. And as Dumao gets cleared out, Nisum is trying to push his luck. Right on the edge of this in a 2v2, we get Inner Circle off the bomb plant zone, and Headtrick picking that op up goes for A main control for the post plant. Smoke's going to fade, and when it does, open angles here for Headtrick to try to close out, but he gives space back over, and now Legacy, they've got a little footwork inside of the site. Nissan crawling in, Headtrick with the quick scope. That one's made easy. And Art tapping the bomb, executed from the other side. Another great mid-round move out of Inner Circle.
Can you believe these entries out of Donut? I mean, that's looking like a very solid A defense. The flash to tip them off, the first shot getting hit, the rotator coming in for another kill. But the way they can post up and just headshot the op, I mean, this is what's really bringing Inner Circle some of their hardest positions. So, and again, 2 1v1s, one for Legacy. They have this up on this round, but literally not another rifle behind it. 3 SMGs and a 5.7 for Lotto.
Another good call by the looks of things. Inner Circle immediately into this full-on A hit. No hesitation.
Yeah, why would you ever stack A here?
Beautifully done. Right into it. See what you can get done with just MP9s. Any mistakes are made by Inner Circle or a nice lucky lineup, but instead Art's going to be burnt to a crisp. Can't even escape Donut, and that is going to send Legacy into a tailspin. Money was all invested in this one, and so Inner Circle will have a genuine chance of securing double digits on the P side of their opponent's map pick. What a fantastic kickoff for their best of 3 endeavor.
No kidding. I mean, even the fact that they could have won all these rounds, but also the fact that they converted so many positions that were difficult. And I'd say, you know, Legacy played better than them, and then they clutched up, or like a 1v2 on the pistol. It's also great to see. So yeah, for a team that's the underdog, they had a nice mix of unlikely rounds, good tactics that were perfect callouts to Legacy, and the aim to match up to a team that's a higher ranked team, more comfortable than them on land. So we've got now a last round, investments coming through again. It's just going to be slight upgrades, if you can even call it that. Some like the FOKUSes, some don't. Enough utility to go here. 2 kits to play with for Legacy. They want to enter into mid control.
Oh, stats in. There we go. Quick reposition out as well. Doesn't want to get greedy. Does decide to go back in for second servings, and now confirming that they're walking out. We're going to get this B ramp push. 0 fix. Turn back almost in time. But Nissam's got him dead to rights with the FOKUS. Counter op play by Onyx, supported by Captain Kirka. So the B push doesn't go away for free. You are going to catch Galway looking to get frisky versus Art. And looking like Legacy could walk away with a third one here, barring the 2v4 in the final round of Inner Circle's T side. Instant headshot. Great entry by Captain Kirka. Doesn't take damage for that. And the FOKUS also falls. That's 3 kills to Captain Kirka. All the impact in this round belongs to him. And now Onyx could just put this off to make sure he holds flank.
They've made a big move here. It's a huge call out. This long flank could be the move for Dumao in response, but they've really got to wait for him. And Onyx getting more comfortable inside the cave.
Okay, denies the quad. Onyx starts to turn back towards site. Bomb planted in the open for Temple. And Onyx pounces on Art first. Dumao presses up in front of it. That's going to be Dumao to jump on top of the bomb. Oh my God.
It's too late, isn't it?
Did he miss that? No. Whether he had time, I mean, I'm sure he did. It would have been close still, but it looked like 5 seconds, surely. Oh, Mohan. They've got a 1 versus 3, a 1 versus 1, and a missed defuse that could have been the third. Double digits for Inner Circle. Legacy are probably feeling real teeny at the moment.
Yeah, and Inner Circle probably are super proud of themselves. That was a very strong half. Legacy are just going to leave that half with a ton of regret, but they also have to move on because they're expected to take this series. I thought they could rely on Ancient They have literally won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ancient games in a row. Oof. Not a single one of those games has been double digits for their opponents, except the first one, like 3 months ago or whatever, versus Ninjas, one overtime game. Every other game, 13-6, 13-7, 13-3, 13-3, 13-2, 13-8.
Ooh, goddamn!
This is already the most rounds they've lost.
Well,
this will be quite a shock.
This series started with about a 3-1 odds, as Legacy being favorites. Inner Circle has upended that very quickly, and will be a pistol and conversion away from a win on Legacy's map pick. Captain hangs on to the bottom ramp, but Dawi with the instant trade frag. We do have fuelers for Legacy out elsewhere on the map. Top mid, A main. But both those players start to peel back from what was looking like a bit of an expedition, turns into a recovery to just head back towards B by the looks of things.
And Inner Circle are starting to doubt themselves, even though if they just stayed there, they would have been in a perfect spot. They're looking to reclaim mid. This opens up a little window. Legacy are moving quite slowly. They won't see anyone on the crossback. And, I mean, this can turn into players going for a flank, but if you've got no one that can put up a hold, this will be difficult to retake. It's very interesting. 3 players coming in from cave. When do you often see this?
Nissim stuck into the corner, banking on Art's contact. Ooh, that's barely any damage, though, for a headshot. Nissim's going to catch you off guard from this hard-committed corner, and Art's got the cover needed. So Legacy trying to give themselves the best chance, and that's nice of them, finding that mid-round timing, walking it through, and making that pistol look real easy in terms of playing it as they wanted and securing at least a 3rd round here.
Fundamentally speaking, they obviously felt vulnerable about A. They just had no vision, and it's possible with the amount of time left over. Legacy had made that big walk around to the other side of the map. So they try to play the fundamentals well, but you could see that with the stack, they had an idea that this round was going to end B in the first place. And now Legacy need to lock in because their T side is very good.
Quick mowdown with 4 deaths already. Inner Circle not wasting anybody's time, but they are racking up a cost. On it with the back-to-back USP kills. Why the hell not? And that's only 2 survivors for Legacy when Inner Circle came in with absolute bare bones.
3 kills is a win on a round like that. They keep the money low. Legacy are trying to get revenge for the fact that in the first half they had to literally win versus 3 full rifle rounds because they got so few kills on those on the rounds that Inner Circle had won. They kept their economy so high. So you can already see those 2 USP kills. Look how it affects the buy.
Front-facing Donut as Dumau walks up. He catches one with a grenade in hand, but Dawi is at least able to catch 1 kill off that. Captain Kirk knows it's going to be tough for him to get out of here. Utility trying to hunt him down. He's still repositioned. Bomb gets dropped by the Zero Fix ramp push. Onyx here with him, and again the trades go the way of Inner Circle. That's bomb possession for them as well, off of the 2 kills outside of the B site. Art, perfect alley-oop out of Onyx, who is now playing lights out to make this win happen. 18 kills to his name, a double here in this one, and Nissim tasked with what would need to be a quad kill this round to keep Inner Circle off their 11th.
That was a hectic round, and I can't believe Inner Circle kept up with all of it, and I can't believe Legacy didn't lock down those frags. That one in Donut, a molly landing on you with 10 HP and a guy holding you. And no smoke or any. I don't know how he got away from that. Smoke on the ground. He's got one on the belt as well.
They're so
now
ready
just
for the
about
swing.
Again, timing the peak. Yeah.
Yep. Head trick takes contact. Onyx swings wide, and the trade is fantastic. That is all she wrote for round 15. Inner Circle's 11th off the Onyx multi-frag.
Such a big move. Now, if you look at the first half, every single time Legacy went for a B ramp push, they lost both players. I think it was one round they got away with one guy. And even when they got the first kill, they got traded back instantly on two. And now when we switch over, first shot of it, Inner Circle already doing better on their CT pushes. This is just not a position Legacy can afford. And they got those 2 USP last round kills last round, plus they wiped the board of Legacy this round. Now they're really broke. You know, Nissim can buy a gun if he wants to, and I definitely consider it. I'd be half thinking about a Force, honestly, because you know Inner Circle don't have that much money. You don't want to play against 12. You know, you are a confident Ancient team. You know you have the ideas on T side. Yeah, they're going to invest. I think, like you know, when you go into this round, I think Inner Circle are going to know it's going to be some kind of buy. They know it's not going to be great, but if you're the coach, you're going to say pre-nade everything. Just make sure you get map control. Don't be too passive and try to get as much utility damage as possible before the round begins. But well, let's see how Legacy can figure out a way to exploit the defense.
Not going to have many options as they go hard towards the B site, boosting the Desert Eagle up. And Lotto making a move with the Galil towards ramp, eats the flash. Perfectly timed flashbang for Head Trick. Makes quick work of the front runner. Nissim's trained potential, feeling all the lower, but the pistols come through with good coverage. And then it's up to Head Trick as he'll find a second in the round already. Art's pistol wants to press in against this, but it's rifles on the other side. And more utility to try to make this awkward. But Inner Circle, still this looming threat near the bomb site. And Captain Kirka catches the headshot. So this is all on Art now. 52 HP with an AK and nothing more for his efforts. Inner Circle securing 12.
What an unexpected performance. They're about to deliver Legacy their worst loss and their Ancient win streak. I mean, and also not make it close is ridiculous. And it's all off of merit. I mean, they were shooting hard today. They had all the clutches. They had really good tactics. And they even converted some positions that Legacy were better in. So Tech9s is a final defense here for Legacy just to get the money back together. But Inner Circle so far looking like a two-way team. And this ball
giant rush to the A play just to try to keep the game going. And Captain Kirka made awkward by the utility. Same for Head Trick, who's at least able to line one up through the spray. That's the bomb position deep into the site. Umao gonna try to get away with the plant. Another smoke offered up by Art, just slightly deeper inside of Donut, but it's a majority move from Inner Circle over towards CT spawn. Flash does not find Zero Fix, so he's comfortable on this angle. And he'll be the tip of the spear for the retake. 2 players behind him. This is no tempo control, and he was even thinking about just dropping smoke on top of that bomb. There's at some point going to be a frazzled offense, but Nissim gets the wrap back around, and they just kind of get bottlenecked trying to push towards that site. Nobody actually steps into the crosshair. Nobody gives the kill over to Inner Circle. And then once Nissim's ready to go from the flank, that is when they force the issue and take over both the A site and the round win with it.
Wow, they threw the molly too deep on A main when they heard the rush. Lost a lot of HP, and Legacy got a kill, I think, through the CT smoke as they were entering. They run over a lot of good guns here, and I mean, that's great for Legacy. It's a Hail Mary move. It gets them back in the game, and also Inner Circle won't have a fantastic buy. They missed a release in the smoke when they were going to dive the defuse and maybe try to cover it. That's the round that Legacy were looking for in round 16.
Could have been a second one for head trick as well, but nice Tech 9 shot out of Art. This is that like awkward jumbled up moment, moving Tech 9s back and forth. Dumao and Nissim both just pinching into that for the 3Ks.
Art was 1 in 10, so he started to come back a bit.
There you go. Could still be too late, but at least you've got the advantage in this round. Inner Circle, Desert Eagle, MP9. Still 3 rifles, so it's not the worst buy they've had to face. But a lot of players up inside of Cave at the moment. It's a curious one just because of Dumao's deep donut hold already. At a minute 15, this guy's just locked in donut, hoping somebody walks up into him. But this stack inside a Cave instead is just looking to play it out patiently. That's what they were looking for. Zero Fix into the duel. Lotto picks it up. Despite that MP9 damage, Lotto fully retreats back, and now they are going to go tether off of Dumao, who earned this early positioning and is bolstered by the bomb carrier, while still Inner Circle have nothing here to hold with.
Yeah, you can go ahead and save these guns now, unless you want to really risk it and then have to save right after Inner Circle. This is a Legacy getting the kill they were looking for and just converting that into a 1 position.
Bomb has been planted.
Trying to end this game with their head held higher.
Terrorists win.
Still with the save guns, you're going to have the full rebuy of utility and only Zero Fix. We'll have to either go for utility and a pistol or grab an MP9 for himself.
Extracting value for the save to try to close out. And if Inner Circle do so, this series moves on to their pick of Nuke. Curiously, this starting 5 has never played Nuke. It's a bit of a change up in the veto for this series. Head Trick's first Nuke in an Inner Circle jersey. See whether that catches Legacy off guard with the amount of preparation that started this game for the right direction in Inner Circle's favor. All eyes on them as, again, we're going to get this move from Dumao out middle. He secured that donut control last round. He serves up the perfect bait and switch. And Dawi able to catch that back turn to him for the opening kill. So good on Nissim to get the immediate trade frag back. Onik taking a ton of damage to Art, who puts one in the back of his teammates. Then seizes control of the front side of Cave. We get this retreat from Inner Circle away from the B-bomb side. They don't like what was this opening move towards mid, but we've already seen Legacy find the correct timing for the B play previously. Bomb is currently down outside of elbow. Nissim's just going to win the duel. Sits around on the box. That's a decision. And, well, Sazin's going to grab bomb and run that back over to the B site. So looking like Legacy have figured this out yet again, that B site is prime for the taking.
Bomb is taking a little bit. Bomb doesn't have an escort right now, so it's actually worried about getting cut off, which is a little awkward. They could try to get a kill here. CTs are running back around because they're wondering why there's no plants, and they go to take over mid. It finally comes out, and you know, they're not going to go for it in this spot, right?
I think just grab grenades and off to the save again. Money's starting to get low. Legacy stringing rounds together. This is now a 3-round streak on this T side. considering Legacy never usually let their opponents get to double digits when they play Ancient, they've got to make sure that even if they lose this map, they themselves get to a minimum of 10. That should be the bar.
Sure.
Legacy are still going to lose this map.
Oh, the mood would be so different if they lost to those Tech 9s. So every single thing now, I think, helps a bit.
And again, they get away with a perfect rebuy. So Inner Circle shouldn't be too stressed about it just yet. Another chance to close out.
A great job. They never get the board wipe.
This Dumao consistency in the mid challenge is paying off again. Catching Gawi trying to climb up to deal with any kind of outer beat play. Dumao comes right back through, roaring forward with the second. Head trick and Zero Fix kill a piece, sure, but that's just going to flush Legacy instantly over to the vacant A bomb site. Nissim damn well knows it. And in through Temple already, as Onyx is going to be a late arrival to this, concerned about the Red Room push. And his 13 HP teammate and challenging the bomb. Dadzin's operating on his own here.
Missed.
There's a flank coming in behind Onyx, but he's got his own smoke. He's going to back up. And as he backs up, Nissim is going to catch him. Worried that there'd be more. Sadzin now afforded the bomb plant, and only 4 rounds from overtime. Legacy making this comeback look real.
Yeah, Zero Fix could have been already like at the mouth of A main right there if he had actually committed to the flank, but it looked like he committed to the save while his teammate didn't. So this is how you get the most deaths possible. It got marginally scary there for a second for Legacy, but they land on their feet.
Which is never really the stat in Counter-Strike anybody tries for.
Yeah. It was ugly, but it worked.
Dumao really refusing to lose this game with his mid plays since switching over to the T side. That one was beautiful, catching the climb up. And then just forcing his way back through the smoke for a second in mid.
So finally, not a full buy that they have to go up against. Money's going to get evened out here for Inner Circle, and they're going to lean pretty heavily on this AK that was saved. Hedrick could definitely put a few bucks in and still get his op if he wants to.
Still enough of a purchase that Legacy should be concerned.
Totally. I think one thing is the Inner Circle have kind of been stacking and then just abandoning. They're going for that every time they try to play mid. That doesn't really do much. They're too good here. Yeah, that's easy for Dumao.
5-7's try to press down. Eat the Sadzin supportive flashes. And mid push. Absolutely rocked. Head trick going to come away with some damage, but that's it. So Legacy's T side, that's definitely what they should be proud of. A couple of missed chances with the clutches back in the first half that could have given them just a little more wiggle room, but this is still now a 3-round game from overtime.
They are eating those mid flashes every round. And the way they played this one, I mean, there's not even a third guy inside of mid. It's the 2 MP9s just trying to run it down. It's honestly not a bad idea. If they win that kill, then the rest of the map is also pretty solid because they spread out a bit. So it was a way to win, but maybe didn't have the best chances of actually just winning mid and guaranteeing that.
Terrorists win.
And given a bit of respect here, Zero Fix, that's an AK saved. So silver lining as Inner Circle accomplish nothing with the pistols in the last round. That quick smash through middle's been problematic when they've left it vacant. Dumao just finds Donut for free. Red Room and the absence of mid play is kind of what's unraveled some of their previously positive looking stacks. Like you said, they kind of lose the confidence in their earlier calls and move away at the wrong times. And here we go, 3 players strong towards middle yet again, just throwing bodies into the problem, and you'll find it. Dumao again with the aggression out middle, is this time the liability. Lotto challenging into the B site. That's a clean recovery, but it does get traded. All while A site will be taken for free, and it's going to be an inner circle retake if they are going to close the game in this round. But Zero Fix is going to tiptoe his way into Sadzin's off angle, and that's at least an equalizing kill found by Legacy pre-planned.
3-on-3 now as Art tries to fall back to the best retake spot. Post my position, I should say. Oh, and
through the smoke.
That's in, yeah, nice.
Great cover. Art from the back of the site finds Captain Kurtka. That's going to take the wind out of the sails of the inner circle retake. And so, yes, they find the solution to Dumao. Yes, they successfully trade down B site, but it's getting over to A. That Zero Fix oversteps, gives the free kill to Sadzin, and Legacy were always close enough to threaten that A bomb site despite losing their mid players. There was that 2-man cohort working through A main early in the round, and it transitions into a safe protocol. So Dawi hoping for the exit, wants Art to leave him alone, but can he hang on because the fire's on his feet? Oh, yeah, no sir, denied. That is inner circle cleaned out coming into round 23 of regulation.
It's another scary spot here for Legacy, but I mean, it's the calling here. They have the A site ready to be attacked. They call it the fact that if you've got 3 players in mid, I mean, the rest of the map is a lot weaker, and they moved on it. And there's always this moment after the first setup that that inner circle are guessing as to what's going to happen next. They almost have no idea. They never know when it's outside B, when it's outside A, what the next move is for Legacy.
Opened it, exposed it. 2 CTs looking for this ghoul again, and Dumao still gets away with it.
Yeah, so he's only sort of failed once. That was last round, and they couldn't close that out. Hetrix teams do get nervous sometimes.
Legacy have hit the pause button. They allow the bomb and its escort to group up outside of the B site. We've talked a lot about how Inner Circle are in the right positions, but then lose the confidence to fully commit to it. Well, this is another one where they start to pull Onyx away. Total vacancy in middle for Inner Circle. But right now, it doesn't look like they're going to check this MP7. 2 kills inside a cave. That third piece at B not even needed quite yet. It's another recovery mission demanded of Legacy.
This is the moment where sometimes Inner Circle make a mistake. But right now, they've got a player on A. They don't all have to rotate at the same time. Sadzin's going to try to control where this goes. And with his op in this position, it's solid.
Switching over to the sidearm, wants to be a part of clearing out Temple, and Dumao stomping over. That's the bomb on 4 HP. Sadzin's going to take this position.
Temple. Yeah.
Onyx just goes running through. Captain Kurtka activates. Bomb gets planted with a second to spare, but they have already smoked off behind them. Oh, Legacy playing down with the minutia in this round. Do plant in time and put Sadzin on a strong angle for the post-plant hold. But as the smoke fades, he takes that look towards CT lane instead. And now they're going to challenge through Temple. Great recovery from Sadzin. Missed op shot out of head trick. No trade, and he is off running for the hills. Another one for Legacy that comes down to the wire and gets added to the scoreboard in the end.
Oh, this is really bad for Inner Circle. Obviously, I mean, the amount of times. Yeah, a 4v2. 4v2.
4v3?
4v3, I think.
Terrorists win.
Man. That's just such a done spot when they have Temple 10 seconds left over and MP9 over there, but the 3 guys who were on B didn't have a connection into mid. I mean, I thought at Legacy were making a mistake by putting their op to rotate into A. Instead, I feel like the rifler should have rotated around and it would have been easy to cut off the rotations. And they still got away with that.
Overtime or bust. Legacy have absolutely ran this T side back. A monstrous 7-round streak already. 8th would get them into OT, and Zero Fix, perfectly placed nade, cuts the front runner off. Headtrick's got his cover, and they get stuffed. They try to run this up the B ramp, and this is where it all falls apart. 24 rounds of action. What could have been a total stomp on the side of Inner Circle just winds up being an oversimplified hard B commitment out of the gates, and they will get denied right before overtime, Mohan. All for nothing.
Yeah, that's going to feel terrible for Legacy after...
Zero Fix can kind of make an event of this. Again, sat comfortably or uncomfortably, depends on your perspective, outside of the VRS rankings. This is not a roster that's thinking about going to the major. This is an organization that's looking at this $1.25 million prize pool and saying, this is our major. So cool to see them that confident in their match prep for the Ancient T side. Yes, they did let Legacy back into that game, but they let them back in as the favorites to win on an Ancient streak, on a quite one-sided Ancient streak at that. So let's see what the preparation looks for an Inner Circle that should have been prepared for this T side, their map pick, and an opportunity to strike down Legacy, putting a quick end to what they consider surely a successful Pro League run. You're looking for back-to-back event successes for Legacy, and Inner Circle, real chance right here, right now, to send them into a very desperate spot, because just to repeat, this is a 0-1 match for PGL Bucharest. They'll be facing elimination from here on out. Captain Kurtka first opening kill. It's going to be a fast move down to the ramp, and Nissim delivers the double headshot, somehow surviving at least those first 2 duels. Zero Fix to collect the trade frag, man advantage Legacy, but the bomb will not be denied. It's fast.
A free shot there. Oh, nice one here.
Art already trying to get this ramp retake going. Zero Fix, 39 HP, 1v3 is found out and dealt with. Swift action by Legacy, and a very critical 2K hold out of Nissim when things look very dire. That was a 5v4 advantage for Inner Circle off the first bullet of the ramp hit, and then Nissim does still drop 2 bodies before he dies lower.
Yeah, I mean, that's God's work. He, like, his teammate dies instantly. He falls down the ramp as they're definitely rushing him. Must hit shots. And if he doesn't put up both of those, it's most likely a round converted for Inner Circle, who it's their T side that struggles a lot on Nuke, and it's probably the thing that they put all their practice into coming into this matchup. So we know about Legacy CT side. They can go all like crazy. They're a team that makes CT side look like T side sometimes with their aggressive tactics.
And you'd think those aggressive tactics shouldn't go anywhere despite the in-game leader change, right? It's not like Art's going to join a team and make you slower.
He did get a little slower in his style, but that didn't work. So hopefully that's not something that does continue.
Yeah, in that regard, he did join kind of like the perfect other Brazilian team. He's probably watching Legacy from the sidelines, wanting a piece of the action. Dumau's going to line up too, and Lotto's got a kill to his name as well. So swift death served up on a silver platter versus an Inner Circle that just wanted to take a look at this A site. Heavy investment comes through with their MAC-10s, etc., and they get only 1 kill for their efforts.
Do you think they already regret picking Nuke, or?
Yes.
Yeah. Like, damn, we didn't know we'd win Ancient. I thought this would be a great practice map to throw into the pool.
Is it too late to reconsider? Yes, Inner Circle, you're stuck here now. Legacy convert the pistol with a swift round, and Inner Circle will come through with this one. Plenty of Desert Eagles out here on the field. Let's see what they can muster together with that.
Especially, they're going to throw out some of these set strategies, like we saw that 3-minute crawl. And oh, good shot on it. And if some of those set plays fail, I think that's when they'll be really disheartened, because that's probably where all their prep kind of began and stopped.
Oh, look what Sadzen's got. Money to be made. Little knife kill, huh?
Oh.
Who's getting shanked?
Oh.
Real. You get that close.
Yeah, I feel like you
don't even pull out the, you know what I mean?
The guy running backwards, though, you might be scared. He just flings around.
Short. That's fair.
Maybe.
Bet you're that close. Sadson getting timid at his old age. Captain Kirka's going to make this round
Actually, only
interesting.
2 alive right now. Careful.
Nissim puts a quick end to 0 fix. Captain Kirka back in. Only 2 kills this time around. But definitely racks up the price tag considering that that was just Desert Eagles moving into the round. So Legacy, that'll keep you on your toes, and it'll also make this rebuy expensive. That's the clip out through Squeaky. And here's where Captain Kirka starts it with that whip around, and then this nice one into main as well.
They're great shots. I like the slow-mo and the death animation. That's great. You know what? It's like, why do we slow-mo the whole replay? Why not just the death animation? Sometimes you see a flick on replay and it's not as nice.
That's fair. Yeah. Have you considered replays on 2x speed?
Right. Look how impressive this could have been if it was fast. There you go.
Keep all the smokes trickles down. Whoa. Yeah, well placed.
Deep.
Oh, it's Dalby down by half at least. Doesn't open it up for the spray, but you'll take the damage, I suppose. Better than nothing. Does still afford the cross down secret, and it is a secretive cross. Unconfirmed damage and 4 sets of boots down lower already.
I'm gonna go for the jump spot, and he will get
Twice?
That's a mistake.
Yeah.
Yep, they're still there.
They have not gone anywhere. They will drop a smoke to try to exit the double doors. Art with a big responsibility. Collects 1 and 2. Nicely done. Needed somebody to step it up here for Legacy. Lotto goes down with a kill as well. Captain Kirka, another chance at impact, and he is out of there.
That's really smart. Captain Kirka so fast to make this move. He can't just put the bomb down backside. There's obviously the chance that someone was in vent, but he's not thinking about it at all. And he's not planning open towards mini to hut.
Fast. Oof. Dumau right in. Brother! Captain Kirka taking duels on his terms, but those were not advantageous fights. I mean, you're fighting versus somebody who's got the blue box for cover while you're just fully exposed in the open.
He got damage on both those peaks. Just couldn't finish it off, but yeah, crazy aggressive.
I feel like you at least just want to kind of draw Dumau out so that both bodies are fully exposed. You know, when it comes down to damage, that's Dumau crouching back into the cover that keeps him alive, so...
But how about this? You let Dumau out while you're not peeking, and now you put it out far out.
Fair, but look at this. Jiggle on the cover. Perfectly played by Dumau. A mustache.
That's true.
And we're back in. Does a mustache count if it's connected to a beard?
No.
Or is it just part of the beard?
Then I would have a mustache.
Right. But you do, don't you?
I have a beard.
Yes, but you're right. Don't think about it too long.
I mean, you can't have a beard without the mustache. That just looks crazy.
I can't wait to grow mutton chops.
Yeah?
Yeah, one day, Mo. You're going to have to deal with that.
I think it's going to take a whole nother lifetime, man.
Damn it. Another 30 years?
I think you're maxed out on what you're going to get.
Oh, no.
You are not 20 anymore, sir.
When can you go back to the customized character screen, you know?
You just have to go visit the lady, give you some credits so that you can redo your character.
Captain Kirka going to walk into the angle back turn.
Oh,
gets the instant. Nicely done. Sadzin, that must have been a fast death. Dumau found out, exposed along the A wall. Nissim's going to try to crawl up from heaven, and the bomb is planted safely on the other side. Plus, he made a loud step, so they'll know about him. And Lotto trying to cross over, looking for the outer duel. Good on him to have picked that up with still 73 health to play with. He's got an advantage versus Head Trick. And how's Head Trick want to play this as he waits out for Lotto? Knows exactly where he's coming from. Tucks in a little safer. Flash gives the chance for Lotto, and it's a headshot out of Head Trick. Make that a round on the board for Inner Circle.
Gotta appreciate that little off angle played from Head Trick. And yeah, I mean, Legacy are so close in each of these trades. It sort of mirrors the start of Ancient but now with Legacy taking most of the rounds, a clutch puts one together. They try to copy and paste their last 3B or 3 mini wrap into the A site. This time it just goes better than the last time. And there's a big prize on the other side of this. If they can avoid this ads and up and can take out Dumao, Legacy's money will be shot.
Headtrick wants his duel, but there is nobody home to be picked off outer. So now he's got a comfortable angle on main. No, comfortable once his teammates get the hell out of the way. Art tries to activate. The advantageous guns here up close. Not going to be Art's chance. And so Onyx, rapid on that MP7, meets the dig of Lotto. Beautiful headshot from the Desert Eagle. Already a couple of CTs down here as well, including that dangerous Sadzin AWP.
Smoke is
Gotta be
insane.
careful about this. Captain Kurtka flirts with the angle, finds Sadzin taking a step into it. Now the 5-7 down under Captain Kurtka is going to try to buy time, but he's losing teammates left, right, and center. Oh, dude. Captain Kurtka taking control of the situation with the triple.
He cleared that like there was no one down there that whole time, or that he knew someone was down there the whole time, but he was exposing himself to so many opportunities to shoot back. I don't know how Captain Kurtka gets away with that. But Inner Circle don't care. This is a key round for that play.
Main character energy with the way Kurtka just unraveled that bomb site.
It's just aggressive,
So
man.
6
It's
rounds.
like he played that clutch versus Dumao when that didn't work out. He's still fuming.
Yeah, true. Yeah. The worst thing you can do is lose your self-confidence in a game of Counter-Strike. So good to see Captain Kurtka tap back into it. Triple kill this round. Makes quick work of Sadzin off, which really had to be the hero of the moment for Legacy if they were going to win this. We go 6 rounds into this T-side. Inner Circle find 2 consecutive and a real chance now to try to make this game competitive.
That smoke was kind of crazy, though. It was so poofy. It would have been hard to read, I think, from the CT perspective. So kind of makes sense that he abused it. What's also strange, though, is how did the T's throw that? Like, where did that smoke come from? They hadn't even opened the control side yet.
I thought it was a CT smoke.
It's even crazier.
Yeah, it was. It was insane.
Wonder what they were trying to get out of it.
It's like if you were giving the invitation to jump through the window, then Sadzin should have been very much on that angle. But you saw Sadzin kind of like transition into the angle, and the timing just favored Captain Kurtka. Now it's just the Art Mag 7 that Inner Circle need to be worried about, if anything at all. USPs in the rafters, and a Mag 10 to just go and size things up. Seize control of the site. Art's Mag 7 activates into
They're
lobby,
low.
into the op upgrade. That's big. And another USP trying to swarm into the site. Now they're actually winning the round. Dawi's down to 10 HP. Art pushes forward, gets the kill onto the op, and will close with it too. All they had's the Mag 7, and Art makes it happen.
I honestly, I'm not even surprised. Like, Inner Circle have already lost to rounds like this versus Legacy. They really wanted to make it happen quickly. They get the first kill upstairs, but Art's got a fine spot inside of the hut. They're not trying to throw down every protocol to get all the space before they exact. They just wanted to make it simple, and unfortunately, they need to do a little bit, add a little bit more complexity to make sure that they could push Legacy back.
It's been a couple rounds that Legacy don't sign up for the outer play. Inner Circle have been looking for it, and this is going to be the change-up. Art's here, challenging smokes, popping them open, all trying to distract for that offer to come up from secret. But Sadzin stays passive. Oh, it was meant to pay off, but Captain Kurtka's nasty today.
What in the world was that?
Lotto tries to take up position into the vent. Here's a ton of players crossing over. Can't do anything to stop them. Captain Kurtka already deep inside of the site. 3 players to try to cross out through double doors. I mean, this guy's a monster.
Yeah, he's on another tip right now. What can you do to stop him? He's playing so aggressively. He's playing carefree. He's taking some risks, but his shots are just perfect. Legacy just dropped a massive chance now because they just had recovered everything. It would have been a save after that if they lost the last round. Now they're right back to square one, and they're losing every player.
Oof. What a rebound after losing to just the Mag 7 in the round previous. That is a hell of a way to get yourself back in control of the situation, assuming that you can yet again get through whatever Legacy bring to the table in the next one. But that's going to be 4 players alive. That's cash in the back pockets for Inner Circle. And Legacy that has a bit of a problem on their hands in this Captain Kurtka.
Yeah. That's a ridiculous shot. I mean, Stetson wasn't even holding very wide at all.
Right, yeah. Just gets blasted with the first bullet.
Terrorists win.
Wow, they're buying an op.
Okay.
That's nuts.
Last time it was
again,
not enough.
Yeah, like I mean, they, you know, when they don't have much to work with, they play pretty well, and Inner Circle can absolutely bungle the position, but Stetson back in the server, it looks like.
There goes the op.
There goes the op. Art having a much better game.
That'll help as a hard committed A site player.
Yeah.
Saw that Mag 7 sequence. Oh, this is tragic. Look at that dead guy right in the middle of the screen.
That's life, though, eh?
Honestly, sometimes you need a nap. That was me watching BC.Game earlier today.
I mean,
hey,
that was actually a pretty good match.
Yeah, their first win in 6 weeks. Their first map win in 6 weeks.
Yeah, because they didn't win that match.
Imagine. What's scary is they didn't even look happy when they won the map.
Yeah, I mean, they barely won it, honestly. Yeah, Overpass was... MIBR just threw it, to be honest. Like, they kind of had that one.
The ecos.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be too happy either. But yeah, they're just kind of losers right now, unfortunately. Game's hard.
Game is very hard. Expectations very high.
You know who did look pretty good, though? Electronic. I'll give him that. He actually looked really solid.
Hey, I love Electronic as long as he's not calling. That's my rule. That's my rule. And I think it's fair.
That's fair.
We all make mistakes. Sadzin.
Not again.
Gnarly off angle, dude. You really hope that works because it's a sitting duck. There's not a world where Captain Kurtka comes around that corner ready for that op angle.
I mean, also what's wild is he didn't need to be boosted to get that peak.
Yeah, right.
He just thought Captain Kurtka would come in a little bit more subtly, you know, but that's not Captain Kurtka today.
Not right now.
Captain Kurtka is like smashing 3 cold shots and then just swinging. He's the captain now.
Has been all T-side long. Look at this man go, operating on his own down in the lower bomb site. Nobody to stop him whatsoever. This is Legacy still just staying static up top. Captain Kurtka playing where the sun don't shine.
I mean, are they going to be wondering about just trying to go lower? I think this is a stack, or it looks like they're just going to try to get him up the vent.
Op collects. Ooh, second one. That's a big mistake by Dolly. Yep, stepping into that scope, making it easy. Desert Eagle headshot comes through from Lotto. And you don't clear him off of Hut, then the push through from Dumel, and yet again, it is Sadzin to queue up a Legacy win off of the back of one rifle, and on top of that, a 4 versus 5.
They just don't have like a well fleshed out default. They can come in with set plays out of spawn, and they can have an idea they want to execute on, but they can't just forget about everything in the middle. And you know, they still need to molly opposite end. If they want to get upstairs, they want to change their mind. They still have to molly Hut to make sure Art can't push it. They have to. They're not going to be able to get away with all that stuff for Legacy. We're kind of lacking the same depth on Ancient too.
Legacy, you can tell that they're kind of finding their groove now. Their confidence starting to grow as we make moves like this through the ramp push.
But ironically, Inner Circle have been better versus buys like this. Legacy cannot let any more T rounds slip.
This is a good move by Dumau. He's going to blindside a couple Ts.
Oh, yeah.
Collects both kills, and Nissim also simultaneous, successful in that lobby hit. So we've got map control offered over to Legacy, man advantage ×2 offered over to Legacy, and Inner Circle going to be scared that honestly the next threat could be anywhere at the moment. They just got attacked from 2 separate flanks, cost them a player both times. 45 seconds to try to make something happen here, Head Trick, but it's looking bleak.
Fortunately, like losing all these eco rounds, and then almost every rifle has been them trying to wrap in a mini with 2 or 3 players. If that's all the ideas that they brought to prepare Nuke, it might be in for a rude awakening.
Oh, perfectly placed as well. That's half of their health bars gone. Lotto seizing the timing on that one and just allowing Inner Circle to get away with a save instead. That's all you're afforded. 2 AKs for the next round as Legacy go up 7-3 here on Nuke.
Counter-terrorists win.
Will make their money a little bit awkward. They wouldn't have rebought these AKs. Wonder if that just means they're buying out. Yeah.
I was a little bit worried for Legacy Mohan coming into 2026 when we saw their kind of struggles, their roster move, etc. This is a team that obviously had its name up in the lights since the Austin Major miracle. Well, kind of been replaced by ParaVision thus far in the first half of 2026 in terms of the underdogs that find new levels of success. And ParaVision doing even more. So Legacy kind of lost their spotlight versus Inner Circle, trying to recover it today, but Headtrick's got the trade frag through that smoke. Man advantage for Inner Circle, and yet again testing this lower B bomb site where once more nobody resides for Legacy here.
They want it to be a bit of a dogfight on their trades. That's actually worked out pretty well for Inner Circle. They have a tendency to walk into these ops sometimes. Uh-oh.
Still just one man down here in Nissim.
Thing is, even if they know it's lower, what are you going to do about your op in Big Garage? How's he going to get down there? So it's a lot to do with Nissim right now.
It is, in fact, all to do with Nissim. Upper duel goes Lotto's way. That would free him up to try to dive down the fence. And we know this angle from Nissim is nasty. Oh, he holds both back.
So good.
Nice reposition, ever so slight. One-man army sends Onyx for a dip, as that is rock solid stuff out of Nissim down lower. 3 players try to push it out through single, and every single one fails.
So good. I mean, if he had played up there and there was control side, he could have got shot in the back, but he needs to take some kind of risk being a solo man down there. While Lotto getting his frag, that also helps you. I think you know if you can get one, your teammates are in a decent spot, and you see the power of being up here. Again, you can't just stand up there without taking a risk, but he was right that Inner Circle will be grouped up. So Inner Circle picked Ancient, but can't say they've justified it so far.
Flash out Squeaky into the vent, but Lotto's home has been all round long. The moment they threaten that vent control, he repositioned. Nissim gonna pop back up and deal another serving up to head trick. So Nissim's been fantastic as this half has gone on. Finds impact in big ways, and Legacy with a big half at the end of this. A 9-3 CT side. And definitely dispatching of Inner Circle's confidence if they were coming into this one. I mean, barring Captain Kirka's big heroic moments, it's 5 kills or less for 4 of the players on Inner Circle.
Nissim's been so solid. Very few mistakes. Great aim. Very dependable.
You know what's really damning here, Mo, is this is actually Inner Circle with 9 successful opening duels, only 3 rounds converted.
Yeah. On duels, it was all good, but I mean, they lost 2 rounds that would have absolutely crushed the economy of Legacy. Both those rounds they got opening kills, didn't convert. They just lost a lot of opportunity. They had the pistol stolen away from them by Nissim. They got those 2 kills on the ramp, so lots of rounds they could have had. But again, you can have wonderful scrims, but that's almost always a curse when you come into official match play and you try to bring a map into the pool.
But you made this bed, so Inner Circle still lying in it. Trying to crawl out from under the blankets to face this harsh reality that is the 9-3 Legacy lead. Sometimes it's easier to just pull the covers over your head and give up.
Ooh. That might be head trick right now. Oh,
Lotto coming through with the P250 headshots. Art's got the Glock kill over towards the other opening, and it is Onyx finding himself in a 1 versus 3. Bomb is going to elude him, sprint into this A bomb site, and find a free plant guaranteed. They're worried about the heaven play, so maybe Inner Circle's flank around here. Onyx move could actually pay off with a kill, but obviously gonna have to be a clean frag, and then on top of that, the 1v2 to follow. And there goes your chance. Art's going to go for the swift reposition, forcing you to now exit out through hut instead. This is all while Lotto leans back on that P250, looking for an eventual 4th kill, but not called on. His 3K in this pistol puts him up to a 15-4 performance here on Nuke. And this is classic Legacy, isn't it? You got that Lotto, Doomau top performance, and a 10-3 lead now with the T-side momentum. So this could be a very short Nuke play if Legacy is really powered up and continues to keep Inner Circle beyond arm's reach.
Such great shots in for Lotto. And this is the Legacy that we're used to seeing, definitely. This will help shed the bitterness that they might have had after losing Ancient, nearly making that comeback, and especially with the way that round 24 went.
Yeah, what a weird anomaly Ancient could end up being if Legacy just kind of re-seized control of this series. We were talking about their win streak on it, how lopsided those score lines are. You know, Ancient and Legacy is generally the guarantee, but if today's the day you've got to put in a little extra elbow grease, so be it. Mirage, our decider if needed. The Inner Circle come through with a force buy that's got still a couple pieces of utility sprinkled around. A lot of frag grenades that they didn't throw out of spawn. And Zero Fix's SMG's positioned down beneath Lotto at the moment here inside of Hell. He's hoping somebody climbs through. It's going to be Dawi to hold this heaven play. Just the pistol. Zero Fix activates first. Dawi goes down, and that's Lotto to open up an A bomb site from the heavens, or he was meant to. Onyx ends up finding the perfect bank grenade. You've got Doomau in here low as well, and still more nades out there on the field for Inner Circle. If somebody can dunk it on him, you could clear heaven with another piece of util. Yeah, that nade almost does it. He survives on 4 health. Forced to push out through the doorway, cleared up there, bomb to be recovered here by Nissim, confirming a player still on Garage, but he's gonna die to head trick. A great swarm here from Inner Circle as Legacy get kind of stifled up in heaven.
Damn, and now they kind of sit up straight because this one gets stolen away. Money's down for Legacy, and Inner Circle definitely going to be more comfortable on CT side. I don't think they got what they wanted at a T side. We saw some of their prep really had a lot to do with those mini splits. I think that was their kind of golden idea. They won 1 out of, I think, 4 attempts when they went for that. Dropped a lot of opening kills and everything like that. But yeah, CT, they would have hoped it was a closer half, and then they got 2 or 3 more rounds on T side. But this is now their comfort zone. So it is actually time for Legacy to respond and make sure that they don't let them get their hopes up.
Clean trade from Lotto and a gun that can be grabbed. That's an AK-47. Valuable upgrade for Nissim. Oh, and a backstab as Onyx pushes through the lobby, just turning his back for a second. But in that second is when Lotto clears the flank. And it's not a full commitment from Legacy down in ramp, despite bomb having been spotted and a gun being grabbed. What are you up to, Art?
Yeah, Kirk almost walked backwards into that. Well, and now we'll get spotted in defense. That will also help. Oh, we got 2.
Not bad for a lineup. Zero Fix, though, out-positioned.
Totally possible now for Zero Fix. They're sitting and waiting, and if he goes for the... he's going to go for the hot wrap. Interesting. Not heaven.
They've been considering this for quite some time now.
He's just coming in so slowly that maybe they don't watch this when he turns the corner, and the opportunity will grant itself. Art might miss this as well.
There we go.
Just a headshot.
Art, nicely done to drop him down to 9 HP. Should give the edge back over to Lotto.
And he's trying to do some next level genius move of waiting.
Zero Fix still has the cover of the box. Starts climbing up over and spots Lotto. Now he's got cover. Whoa,
that's
the
crazy.
Grenade is insane at 9 HP.
That was absolutely insane.
Nuts. That is actually nuts. And that is why you lost.
You know you're going to expose your head 100%.
Crazy.
You're literally like your teeth are facing the ceiling when a guy's got a gun to your neck right there.
Big dog, you've got 9 health and you pull out the nade for the underhand dunk.
And like you still have to get a headshot, by the way. Like you're
crazy move by Zero Fix, and I'd say unsurprisingly doesn't work.
It's just being too aware of your options right there. He had him in a headshot angle when you have 90 feet. That's the winning position. Now just go for the shot.
Yeah, I thought I thought climbing up the boxes was crazy enough because you could kind of get caught in that transition awkwardly in the open, fully exposed. Once you're on the roof, dude, you've got the edge.
Yeah.
Once you pull up the nade, you've lost it. That's funny. Tragic for some, funny for others.
The awareness of Legacy is that much better, I think, for sure.
100%. Lotto in that clutch as well. I mean, he's 19-5 before that kill happens. He's got 3 kills already to his name. So locked in. And shout out Art for making that such an advantage as well, right? 91 damage on the dink as he goes down.
This play right here is what Inner Circle were missing. There was no heaven wraps at all in that entire half. They had outside. They go for mini splits. They try to cross secret, all standard, all vanilla. No one was getting heaven control. That would have been one of the best things they could have done on their anti-ecos, because that's where the CTs and their pistols can't really push you back, and eventually you just lose total control of the A site. You don't have to worry about Art taking over hut and then standing in front of it with an op.
Lotto keeps mowing him down. Zero Fix has been found. An AK upgrade, sure. It's winnable, honestly.
Yeah,
lower health and the instant headshot on Lotto. He's going to go for the wide swing. Yeah, he's getting all antsy and excited.
Feeling it.
Hopeful, but unfortunately just fully exposed to the 2 remaining Legacy players who had less health than you and less weapons as well. It's a 12-4 Legacy lead, and I think ultimately, like, you just broke it down perfectly. The evolution there from Legacy with that heaven wrap, it goes to show why Legacy they're not chumps on Nuke by any stretch of the imagination. No. And Inner Circle, unfortunately, I think kind of they show their lack of depth in a map that they don't often play, decide to pull out versus a Legacy with the ancient win in your back pocket. And now this one 100% going to go to Mirage. It's just a matter of time. And as the MP7 faces towards the ramp, it's a Sadzin trade to get space open. Legacy will not waste a moment. They will sprint down to the B bomb site, send the fire to do the dirty work. And that is head trick burnt to a crisp. Pistols on what's left of Inner Circle's majority. And they are just waiting for this bomb plant attempt to try to catch Legacy off guard. Even that would only be their 5th. And they don't pounce on the bomb. So now everybody's hands no longer busy, ready to just lock in 13. Sadzin kills Kurtka, who has played a phenomenal attempt at getting Inner Circle into this game, but it is not going to happen. Legacy defend their reputation here on Nuke and make Inner Circle look like fools.
Surely a bit frustrating for Legacy. They don't have that first win on Ancient. Their record's a little bit spoiled, but they'll still feel so much better. They look like themselves again. And I think now we can really see the lack of the depth that's missing for sure from Inner Circle. And we can also criticize, I think the first 3 rounds that they won, he multi-killed in all of them. So that was wild. But he did get stopped, and the team didn't really do much outside of it. So like that actually could have been just, no rounds or just 1 round in that first half had he not kind of gone supernova. And we saw it the way he was playing. I mean, it wasn't like he was a genius in the way that he moved around. He was just playing very confidently, and he was hitting all of his shots. So not showing us a lot in the way of sustainability, but all that can change. So change happens.
Right here, right now, with a 0-fix tap into Sadzin. We've got a clash set up still as Headtrick looks to hold on to the ground off the push, but that also gets denied. And so Legacy 3v3 in the T-pistol. Lotto very ambitious. Oh my, he gets away with the headshot. Jumps up in between his enemies. Gets away with maybe more than he should have, but it will push Art into the 1 versus 2 clutch attempt towards this B bomb site. And he's got so much space to play with at the moment that this should be a free plant. It's all about just confidently accepting that this is clear for the taking.
And he's not sure.
Does he get crazy?
Maybe he thinks he's going to catch a rotator here, which is fair to check since he's here so early, but I guess you haven't even entertained the thought that he could be over here. A safe plan is interesting.
Bomb has been planted.
He's going to get out of this spot also easily, and he's going to go for the jump up, but they've given him so much room to do this.
So tucked into the apartments in anticipation of the retake. Art just trying to keep his head down. It's going to force a deep move by Inner Circle before they'll ever catch a glimpse of him. And now he confirms both players as well, right? They're stomping around, so they're going to have to try to figure out where the hell he's gotten off to. Safe plant. Oh, there's the peek. Art, my friend. Just can't land the shots. Well played. Bomb plant and the reposition is quite huge, but, well, at the end of the day, got to hit the headshots.
It was an excellent body block, and he kind of picked the target in the back, who was turned around looking down and needed to kind of take out the guy who was shooting directly at him. But yeah, you couldn't ask for a better teammate to body block in that position. So just well done to cover that in the 2v1. And at least for Legacy, they get a bomb plant out of it with the 2 AKs coming in now. 3 deagles, lots of grenade. Inner Circle will not be able to go full SFP. Oh.
Interesting turn of events already here. Double AK situation for Legacy and a 5v4 with it. What I like about this buy as well from Legacy is they put armor on Nissim. Even though he didn't come through with a primary weapon, just get the Kevlar. And now, easy. Sadzin switches that gun over. You still got 2 armored AKs. Sadzin can kind of bring up the rear. He'll opt to be the one guy going Palace as everybody else groups up for this ramp hit.
That smoke will make it a little bit more difficult to think, okay, we can easily get out of ramp. But scared about it. Headtrick has to be the one to stop him.
Captain Kurtka blind as he tried to push into the bench. Oh, but awkward in the backdrop. Everybody with grenades there. Legacy unprepared for those pushes. AKs don't find anything beyond the one opening Sadzin kill. His AK towards middle, his deagle towards A. And yeah, you kind of got the supportive pieces unprepared for that push through. Legacy caught off as they looked like they were going to find some footing in the A site, but good denial by Inner Circle to ultimately convert that pistol.
And that's the thing about the Palace smoke. Even though there's no one, there's no one coming out of it, but the fact that CTs can move into triple, they can move on the outside of the jungle smoke, and they don't have to worry about any split. That part is covered off. So they can just have the cone fire into the ramp. I think that one smoke just helped out a ton. Running through this volley now. Oh. Bit of a pain. No overreaction on the grenade.
See ya.
Excellently done.
And Onyx doesn't bite any further. Don't want to be the guy that dies almost alone on B, other than that cat angle here from Dawi. So, see ya, Legacy tuck and tail. Trying to reposition over towards T-spawn to A instead.
I could see him being named Sadsin.
Is it the mustache?
I don't know. It just looks like it actually kind of make. I could see him being named Lotto. I could see it.
Okay. What about Art?
Is Art Nissim? I mean, no, that wouldn't make sense. Who did Art get?
Art. Oh. Nate. Oh, what? No damage.
This one, though.
Captain Kirka on cleanup. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Nobody allowed in, and as you'd expect, Legacy working with so little find nothing at all in round 3. Do you think there's any qualifications needed to refer to yourself as a captain? You know, like can Captain Kirka just roll out of bed one day and just claim that? Or
it's like, I'm just going to call strats today.
Yeah. Like, how can anybody else be an in-game leader if the guy on the team is called Captain Kirka?
Maybe it's like, you know, you call yourself Usain Bolt, and then suddenly you're the fastest man in the world. You call yourself
that
captain,
works, though.
and boom, you're just the best IPL ever.
God. Well, Doom out. Trying to break into the B bomb site. Eats a nade for his efforts. Down to 60 health. Did get a bit of info. And Captain Kirka, it's a one and done as Lotto emerges out through that A site. Art again is going to take that chance up through connector. Very pressured here, Legacy, to kind of get this connector play under wraps, even if it is costly. Continuous duel to the catwalk is not pretty for Sadsin. Not his fault, he's usually an offer. Maybe his fault, as he is unable to pick that up with 3 separate duels onto the catwalk. So that's the man advantage secured for Inner Circle off his death. Bomb will be picked up and moving constantly closer to the A site. Doomau, if you lose this bomb in jungle, you'd think this round is done for. And yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Doomau gets executed by head trick. Never saw that coming. The fire had him full confident nobody could be in that corner. And now for 35 seconds, Lotto never supposed to win this, especially not now on 1 HP.
They kind of just made up the molly. I mean, if they had just thrown it properly, I would have got a kill. I would have been able to isolate the fight in a window he could have taken afterwards. So a little bit sloppy here from Legacy. A lot of trust went into that, and now Lotto's not got enough time to get to this bomb, not enough HP to have any chance.
I've always wondered, you know, you said it before the game went live, when everybody's playing so many countless games of Mirage, right, and their Face-It matches and whatnot.
Counter-terrorists.
And we also talk about how Face-It can create bad habits. Things like maybe throwing a grenade on the fly, not having this kind of like super pristine lined up util, etc. It's like, is Mirage the map where the most pug mistakes can creep into your ranks? You know, is this the map where you kind of sometimes let it slip a little?
I just feel like some of the faster... I think you might just slip into... You slip into more gunfights that you know what kind of timings you can create more than any other map, and I think that gives you some kind of confidence sometimes that you can win. I mean, it does also just make your crosshair placement going to be a little bit better, just the wraps, you know.
Sure.
Modern Dust 2 in a sense.
I'm also never going to complain. A good old fast clash Mirage head-to-head. real aim on the line. We'll look for it once more as they again push through that bench smoke, trying to stop this exit out through the ramp. We've got bodies piling up for Legacy over towards Tetris. Captain Kirka blown to smithereens, and they'll clear out Sandwich with the Tech 9, so making do with less. Still a lot of damage done, and Onyx had a hell of a chance just now to get that multi-frag, recovering it nicely with the kill to Dumau, still trying to duel on his terms. You've got these last two Ts pinned against the wall, but now they're fighting back. Head trick into the 1v1, and Art tries to slow it down just long enough to pick up the headshot, closes out on Head trick, and Legacy find their first after being very much pinned against Tetris. They fight their way out.
What?
Tetris. I said it with a French accent, sorry.
I see. I got you.
Tetris.
Yes. They man, I feel like that happened quickly, but Inner Circle kind of just blew that. Like they actually, if they just held for a second longer, they didn't go for 100%. One extra fight. Yeah, they kind of were just in a perfect spot. Dropping in a sandwich, then getting double peaked, no chance to trade. They got kind of coaxed into playing that way more aggressive than they needed to be. Wow, nice kill here for Statin. Great idea on the boost. Zero Fix gets shut down in middle again to kick it off.
Fast to assemble that boost.
Careful with your reloading on it.
Especially when it's a reload into a grenade swap while players have knives in hand. But he gets a refresh belt of utility from his teammate off catwalk and doesn't waste time. Drops it in front of this Legacy group up inside of the B apartments.
Playing, I feel like a little passive to like the nades that are getting thrown here from Art. The CTs are going to be ones who are scared. They don't have a cat player. Onyx got a full kit of utility. He can't even use this stuff.
Nope.
Right? He just has to frag out.
Just held the rest. Promise kill good, sure, but
and now what?
Everybody's ready to swarm through. So, yeah, offered all that utility by his teammate and didn't get a chance to use it.
If he played on the standard side there, and crack spotted, he could have dropped his molly, fall back, actually delayed for rotations to come. He could have taken one peek and gone for a kill, but instead, I mean, you know, what's his max expected value? That whole kit of utility can't be used, can't drop that flash, no chance you're going to multi-kill with that FOKUS. If they come in and clear you, there's nothing else taking attention away from you. No flash to help you re-peek. So that's just a bit of a mistake. I think he really relied on having at least one more guy there on cat or something to make that position way stronger, and he probably could have just given over his grenades as well.
Terrorists win.
And also, if you die over here, it's already over. But if you die way pushed up in, you know, the kitchen and they kill you, then at least your teammates have time to get over. They might have to go for, you know, another exact layer of grenades to get out. All that buys time.
It's weird, too, because that position was only afforded when he was given all the utility from his teammate, with smoke grenade included. That's the smoke that kind of let him cross back into that corner. But using one piece of utility is what prevented you from using any of the others. Yeah, so he just got a little too locked in. And Legacy are going to pounce on that chance with what was, again, a 5v4 made possible by Sadzin's boosted op. And mid-control looking primed for the taking in back-to-back rounds here for Legacy. Sadzin freed up to get this connector play going. And we've seen Legacy just storm this connector, but missed op shot out of Sadzin. And nicely done. Dawi drops the M4 onto Dumau. Sadzin's recovery underway, but this is a triple kill for Dawi, and he still has 46 health. A fresh magazine, despite a player having climbed up through the window. But this is Legacy kind of signing up for that duel and not expecting one individual to get so much impact on his own.
Yeah, the op shot, you've got to hit that. I mean, the fact that he can get 2 kills, at least they get Dawi back finally, ending the sequence.
It's a 2v4 in motion.
Whose footstep was that?
I think it was Art. Captain Kirka comes hunting, steps right into it. And if they do decide to commit to this A site, it is Onyx with a Desert Eagle. That's all. 40 seconds, and the bomb still floats top middle.
And it looks like it's up on... Is it on cat or no?
No, he's got it
on
already.
The inside connector, yeah.
Yep. Thing
Head
is,
trick in
Head Trick has
position.
now been given the timing to walk up catwalk. Ooh, just got wind of that bench position. Down to 25 seconds. Molotov lands on Head Trick.
Great
He can
volley.
be afforded an angle up in ladder, but he's going to take damage. Down to a quarter HP. That Desert Eagle still yet to move a muscle. It has sat here under Balk the entire time, and it's going to blindside Art. Now, Lotto's got to push in, get the kill on the Deagle, and go for the bomb plant in the cover of default with the op hot on his heels. He will just get away with it.
Spam it.
Oh,
Yes.
never mind. Beautiful wallbang headshot from Head Trick, and that is Legacy stepping on the trap inside the A site.
That was sweet, and he knew with the amount of time left that wasn't going to be any kind of tricky plant, no fake plant, no plant that was even slightly off center. It was just perfect. And they had to work hard to get this bomb down. I can't believe Onyx got an eagle shot. That's what made the real difference here. Very nicely done on Art.
Yeah, props to him. He sat there the entire time. The entire time, waiting for that one bullet to try and stop Legacy, and he nails it.
Mm-hmm. Not an easy fight at all.
Didn't budge a muscle. So, it's buys on both sides. A Head Trick 1v1 added to the tally, and a 5-2 lead for Inner Circle. It's worth remembering that was damn near a 2v4 for Legacy. But it gets stopped in the 1v1. It'll afford them another round of guns. No op being boosted behind the top mid smoke this time, but there's early presence by Legacy up in the apartments versus the Opper of Inner Circle, and Nissim's just going to win the duel as Head Trick steps into it.
That's a big mistake because he's got to jump up, and I feel like you have to do that. That was too later. He lost the angle. There was always the chance the rush was coming too, so big risk to take. A lot of issues over on the B site. Somehow still in a circle up. Yeah. Too risky the way they're holding it.
One headshot out of Nissim, his second kill of Mirage, and it's an instant save call from Inner Circle. We're just going to stack up inside of the palace and hang on for 4 guns.
Captain Kirk. It's normative determinism, but except you don't pick your name. He chose to
what's
be
happening?
the cap. What? Every single kill?
Onyx still up, but looks like, yeah, they're freed up to send another player in. Onyx will be the only guy to survive. That was going to be 4 guns for Inner Circle. Art clears out 3.
Damn. And that's a better nuke. A good look in Mirage. Art's really recovered his individual performance today.
It's simple to the A ramp.
Yeah, the ops
Head Trick
today.
shot.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, and Captain Kirk is out there in the middle of the A site with a grenade in his hand. Ooh, Art is going full throttle. And it'll be traded out by Dumao towards the jungle, but this round at a minute 35 had a single CT left over. Legacy keep this one simple, and it is made all the easier by a missed Head Trick op shot.
This Head Trick op shot back-to-back rounds. They've been missing op shots on both sides. To be fair.
True.
Not just Legacy.
Well, turns out you miss the op shots, your team tends to lose. It's gone both directions, but this one is Legacy to close that gap and have now won as well 4 of the last 5 rounds. This 4-0 Inner Circle start, long gone.
You actually never see an A ramp play like that in Tier 1 this period. And if honestly, if the op shot goes in, you kind of see why. But instead, it totally scares Head Trick, and that's the round gone.
And all the money with it. Back to USPs, go Inner Circle, barring the Onyx Deagle. Legacy with a pristine opportunity to tie this game in round 10. Poor timing for Head Trick as well. Just turned It's going to be the first thread for Art to pull on. Looking to unravel this entire bomb site. Oh, misses the jump 3 times. You know what they say, 4th time's the charm. And he'll catch Dawi's head in the open. There's Lotto for the coverage. And Doom out. I was going to say get the job done, but the Desert Eagle will collect. Onyx showed us that he can hit those headshots, whether it's to queue up the 1v1, or in this case, just 1 frag for the road. Legacy, keep on winning.
Movement's a little bit off, but apart from that, Art is definitely feeling it right now. He is leading the charge. Every round is a rush, and his teammates are right behind him.
Confidence boiling over for Legacy as they just move these moves out middle. This time, smoking connector. They've taken a lot of raw duels within it. Now they just try to block it off instead. And Dawi collects off of the cat hold, sitting on 30 HP. Lotto takes control of the ladder room. We'll see if Legacy slow this round down to try to recover the man disadvantage. We've got 2 CTs trying to press up against Catwalk. They were going to boost a player over bricks. This is a big move, but it gets read by Lotto. Sadzen's in with the next one, and so from a 4v5 to a 4v2, Legacy suddenly looking all the more comfortable, although it is still awkward in the ladder room for Lotto, as Captain Kurtka could try to control this exit, but Captain Kurtka's got a lot more to worry about this entire round on his plate. Legacy just stampede their way through middle. And it was Inner Circle to sign up for the fights. Diving down bottom con, frag goes too far. Captain Kurtka ahead of it, taking these duels on his terms, but Nissam's got the health advantage and keeps majority alive Legacy as they'll find the lead in round 11.
They look like they're finally feeling like themselves. They're feeling free. They're taking over everything at once. And they're not only just doing that, they're getting these crazy kills at the same time. We call back to Legacy last year, that's what it was. It was fast defaults and insane frags. You'd be like, how do you even know that spam would work? How would you get that trade right there? 2K back, and it feels like the energy's not going anywhere. This team knows how to build momentum.
And now that it's been built, they also know how to carry it. Usually. Zero fix. Added to Arts on the trade. Everybody for Legacy out in middle right now trying to work for what they anticipate to be another swing out of Inner Circle, but it looks like the CTs will just rest back for a moment. Kind of signed up for these fights last round and it cost them. It would be crazy to see them try it again. This A site looking prime for the taking. Legacy don't know it, so they smoke off top connector and work their way towards this Inner Circle B site stack. At 45 seconds, we'll see if Inner Circle has a hesitation.
Yeah, totally. With time left over, even though there's 3 CTs here, it still comes down to utility and awareness. Are they going to clear things out? They still have the advantage.
Dawi's going to catch Art. They know about him now, still inside of the site. Opera holds his angle, and yeah, Sadzen's going to unravel 2 of the 3 kills on that B bomb site, bringing the op up late. And unfortunately here for Inner Circle, out-positioned is Captain Kurtka. But last round of the half, so 1v3, best of luck.
Just too hard to multi-frag from those spots.
Yeah.
And it's also hard once you get the kill to reposition. Like, you don't really have anywhere to go. Always great for the first kill, but you only get one of those.
You kind of see from Dolly's spot too, right? It's like he's waiting for the apartments play, but because there's not one person on apartments, he doesn't get to maximize his position.
Yeah.
Oof. Captain Kurtka Molotoving himself on the retake attempt. So Legacy, massive recovery. This was a 4-0 Inner Circle lead off of the pistol, the first gun round, and then Legacy just didn't let off the pedal once they started racking up rounds.
Way better towards the end, I think, Art. It's also going to try to, I hope, find a personality for because for Art's all about the personality. I think a lot of new viewers don't really know what he gave the game, but I think we have like Cadian really referenced old Fnatic is the reason that he wanted to see if heroic style could, work in modern CS:GO. I personally think like even if that was one of his real influences, it still had to be art that proved that you could be aggressive again. It had to be that Furia that brought that style back to tier 1, because who else was doing that really? And I think that that's where he made his brand. And as soon as he started to slow down, I think he lost all the value that he added, the unique personality that he brought and his contribution to CS. And actually, apart from that, I think Art was really good at finding grenades. Whenever a new map would come in, we have so many Furia grenades that, whether it was Ancient, whether it was Inferno that people still use a Furia smoke, or it was Vertigo when that map came out, he was the one finding all the boosts. He brought so much innovation off the back of it. And I think it just, everything started to turn gray, and he just started to play normal and boring, and he wasn't good enough to do that. The whole point he did his style was because he felt that they were, as the underdog, and needed to play differently. So I hope that Legacy get back to that.
On it to lead the charge out through the window. They ate that flashbang, but nobody actually died immediately. A little awkward as they hit the ground inside of the B site. 2v5 recovery underway, but it doesn't have much to stand on. Dolly, good luck, brother. Spotted from all directions. They're going to whittle him down low to 19 health, but he'll drop Art at least. Let's give this one a belief. Just because pistol rounds can get crazy, but smoked off. They've got the bomb as well. I mean, we couldn't really make this sound more bleak.
I don't even think ZywOo could win this.
Not even ZywOo, Mohan?
No.
ZywOo can always win these.
No, I don't think so. I don't even think ZywOo could win this. Even though he's a top guy right now, I don't think he could win this.
What about 2 ZywOos?
2v3, yeah, I think he could win for sure.
Okay.
It'd be in their favor at that point.
Galway plays the waiting game. Confirms that he's still in here. That's 2 positions known, but unable to catch headshots on the opportunities that do present. And so, Legacy, 8-5 off that one.
I think this is just where it gets really ugly. Like Legacy, CT, Mirage. It's already shoot through the hard part. Yeah. So.
No, for Legacy today, this is going to be a game where they'll just be scratching their heads like, how the hell did we let Ancient go that quickly? It was the first half of Ancient that it felt like Legacy just got caught really off guard.
10-2, yeah. Yeah,
exactly. A 10-2 first half that you actually almost still pushed to overtime. I mean, you can give yourself credit for the damn near comeback. You can give yourself credit for dominating this series from every point after that loss. Nuke was not even close. Mirage is starting to turn into that kind of a realm as well. And so Legacy will just say, nah, so be it. To hell with the map streak. Let's restart it. Still look to leave a mark on the groups here in Bucharest. Bloodbath queued up inside of the A site. You got nothing to work with. Art finds back's turn to him. It's a massacre for Inner Circle to have to stomach before they'll come through on this T side with their first gun round.
Just very little damage here. 4-round gap, lots of money made. Inner Circle have no op coming into this round. Not necessary. So they're not going up against one either.
Oh. Captain Kurtka gives us something to think about, though. Opening kill for 90 damage.
Again.
Big swing out top middle, and guns could still turn the tide for Inner Circle.
That's where it's got a little angle here still.
Gives it up.
They're starting to worry about B. Bombs coming quickly in this direction because they don't want to waste time. Interesting. Smoke down on short as Nissim starts to leave, but there is no split in place. This is going to be pretty good for Inner Circle because they don't have to worry about a cat split at all. They will go. Uh-oh. That's a pretty big find.
Don't let him get a second here. He's racked up a ton of damage. Good on head trick to make sure that's all he ends up getting. Feels like one more kill and the retake's on for Legacy, but instead there's still so much to lose on this one that they'll tuck tail and let Inner Circle have this 6th.
Yeah, if they could see the HP, they'd go for this. They have a HE, they have a Molly. But, yeah, that's an interesting move. They have the smoke on Cat to fall out, but at the same time, Inner Circle have totally abandoned mid. They just go right in for a full B. And if there was anyone lurking in on the split, oh, they're going to run right into this.
Uh-oh. Nice little bait and switch. Zero Fix done for as well, so you can have a 6th round Inner Circle, but it's going to come with a heavy cost. That is 4 players dead to the 2 surviving of Legacy. How awkward of a buyback will this be? Looks okay. Zero Fix is going to be the guy with the real limitation.
This is because Dowie's not getting any grenades. He said, I want my AK anyways.
Gotta respect a man who knows what he wants.
Hey, if you do that, I'll entry this round. That's all you have to say.
Yeah, make it sound like you're doing them a favor.
Exactly. Buy a Mac 10, Ronnie.
When's that clip from, Mohan? 2015?
Round then, yeah. Could probably. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Little creep and crawl up through connector does give Headtrick a chance to trade back, but that's damage on Dumau. He chucks the nade out, softens everybody up, and Nissim is going to find Headtrick on the exit there. Sadson just playing inside of Sandwich. Here's players over top. Oh, that could have gone worse. Zero Fix jumps over him and just throws himself into the lineup. Talk about a death wish.
Happen. What's he doing jumping the stairs if his teammate's on stairs about to clear the site?
With all due respect, I would do no better. In fact, I would do far worse. But yeah, Zero Fix has been, yeah, like, what do you, yeah.
It doesn't get better than that. It's like he threw him over there, Magneto style.
He's like, yo, buddy up. Brother, give me my space. Leg shot for Sadson as he repeats in to kill Captain Kurtka. It's a shooting gallery of pistols out middle and a chance for Legacy to bury Inner Circle. Not one death on their side as they'll take the 11-6 lead. Map 3.
Gotta respect the timeout. At a moment like this, felt like it was just, yeah,
I forgot we had timeouts.
Just gonna keep it. Yeah, I know, right?
Is this the first timeout of the match?
I can't. No, it's not.
Okay.
Because I remember at least one more.
I just flapped my gums through all of them without noticing.
Or it's 20 and 11, man.
Good on him, to be honest. Do you think that's maybe a position where he'll have an edge over Lux in terms of this kind of like IGL swap out?
I don't think so, because he's still going to have to buy most of the grenades and everything like that. Like, I think he's not going to second op. I don't think.
Well, that's what he was saying in the interview with Paula before this game went live. He was saying like one of the hardest things for him kind of adapting into this legacy system is like learning the more supportive elements that are asked of him on this team compared to his teams in the past. It's like that was kind of my weakness in this new team. That's where it lies at the moment.
Like, I know everyone's different. Like, I know that if I ever called, I called better when I played better. And so if I kind of felt like a Stanislaw. You know, Stanislaw always puts like a certain amount of level into his individual. And some players like, I don't even think like Kerrigan or like Apex a few years ago, they really did not have to play at all, and they could still call great. So everyone moves a little differently. And maybe Art will find out that that's a struggle for him and he needs to get some space back. That's and they'll let him leave. But I think that's something you can only find out once it happens. Wow, second guy on the balcony. Like, wait, what?
Quick little reposition, drive-by damage
so
out.
Third guy on the balcony.
How many clowns are in this car?
But they're kind of rearranging into the CTs if they want to make this an A play. How have Legacy convinced them to do this by leaving B apps with 2 players? How did Legacy know that they're going to do this?
I don't know. It's just a great read, isn't it?
Yeah.
If they stick the landing.
And this is
gonna find the back of the front runner. Art finishes that off, but he can't get more than just that one. Still, this op and AK combo inside A. Still just one frag and then a death on each of the members of Legacy. Sadzin trying to get value out of these grenades, but that's a bomb planted. Nissim's position already known to Inner Circle, and so it's just really numbers strong that get Inner Circle up into this A site and efficient trade frags, making sure nobody there from Legacy can be the hero in round 18.
Nissim's got
taking
HP.
a look. Trying to play with Nissim's health bar, but this is a situation where there's no kit for the players still up on Legacy, and you'll find Nissim trying to climb over the top stairs. So nothing beyond a bit closer to the bomb in that 2 versus 3 attempt. Inner Circle win a terrorist round.
It was a pretty good try considering Furio were tailing them their whole rotation back towards A. There's a moment here where Art obviously could have multi, but he exposed himself to the opening of connector where it became a more depressed angle. Let his op take contact as well as him forcing the actual exit connector. Maybe they would have had a better chance to get 2 or 3 kills. A lot rested on his contact. So maybe the game is still alive here for Inner Circle.
Pops through, gets caught by Lotto. Yeah, and it's a clean double mowdown from Lotto before anybody else has a chance to trade frag. So just cutting off the Palace push entirely.
Yeah, the smokes weren't even open yet.
Dawi's carrying the bomb, but still stuck on Sandwich. Tries to go for the default reposition as Captain Kurtka now on 40 health. Kind of primes himself to go into the ticket peak, and he does catch Sadzin at least. Man advantage still for Legacy, barely.
But they used every grenade.
Well, CT's actually offer one back over.
But you can't plant in front of a lurk smoke.
Especially with the frag and the Molotov coming through. Oh, that's what you're looking for. Yep, jungle player activates. 10 health here for Head Trick. Eats the flash, dives into default with the bomb. And in anticipation of this push out from Nissim, boom, lands it. Nicely done from Inner Circle to recover a 2 versus 3 on that site. But the question is, how does the kill happen towards CT?
That I don't know. I don't know if that was just a spam back through the smoke, but Dumao going top stairs when they can't get a bomb plant. Like they threw a 3-site exec, 3-smoke exec, committed everybody. There was no lurkers, full vision, and all they had to do was actually poke punch with no chance of plant. That's a great kill.
And then catching Lotto going over. So Lotto trying to make something happen with the stairs peak, but both attacks being covered. What's crazy to me is like you're looking at Dumao on top of the stairs with a frag grenade, with an incendiary grenade, and doesn't throw either of those to the reaction of a bomb plant. He just takes a peek, throws it and takes a peek. But it's like, well, you could have let that round come to you, I think. Instead, you've got an awkward one for Legacy, who I think for a moment felt like they had this in the bag as much as they'd convinced us. And now we've got game on for Inner Circle.
Totally. Yeah, that's the moment to take Legacy made that mistake. We can give Legacy so much credit for being a better team and more experience. But it's those moments that lost the last map for Inner Circle, really made it harder for themselves in the first map. The difference between these two teams primarily should be not messing up positions like that.
Too much to ask of a P2000. 5-7 though, and a Desert Eagle to distract. Yeah, that's enough to kill a piece from each of the pistols. Lotto can't collect a second one, so Nissim and a 1 versus 2
Dawi
with a duel to the back of the bomb site. Dawi with the 4K, and Inner Circle keep this game ever closer.
They saved by Dawi.
It's a 2-round game as the guns come back up from Legacy. Grenades included. 2 rounds to the victory, 2 rounds to the tie.
This could be very embarrassing for Legacy if they don't make up for that last round. They will not be seeing an off in round 22 unless they save this or win.
Legacy already have their op on this angle, so inner circle approach haphazardly. Yeah, sitting duck for Sadzin.
Damn, we just walked into that. No one was even ready to throw their nades. They weren't even ready to explode. They weren't even at the end of Palace. So a little bit quick here for inner circle. This defense is perfect for everything that's coming towards them.
Already freed up to rotate over his Doomau. MP9 gets forced into the fight, and Sadzin awkwardly climbing down from Ticket Booth does die. Lotto, oh, that's beautiful. Double MP9 kill. Art's just going to tuck in behind in the back site, and you can already feel the inner circle guard being let down. Doomau tries to offer up a distraction shot that activates Art, and they've already heard that push out from Palace, so they know Zero Fix isn't too far away. Spotted on the crossover, beautifully stacked, and unfortunately here for Inner Circle, just kind of skipping steps and walking into the one thing that they couldn't afford to be there, which was that Sadzin op.
You know, when you default and you get space, you kind of want to leave. Like, they're not really employing lurkers so that they have options in case something goes wrong. Like, if they lose a player on A ramp that fast, then maybe they could slow down on the A part, speed up on mid, try to get a kill back, catch a rotator, give a bit of info back, and you. But instead, they go into whatever setup they want to spread the map and look for space, and then they abandon it, go for just a full B, a full A, and it's way too easy for Legacy. Like, the spot that Art is playing is totally compromised if they took connector control or if they had a lurk to come in. But instead, they only have the ability to come out of ramp, look forward, and fight Legacy exactly how they want.
Curious opening for Head Trick already through jungle. Market player now considers.
Oh.
Yep. And Art loses the duel to Head Trick, who he had just thought maybe could have gotten into this position. If the jungle peek comes through from Head Trick, you'd think Sadzin ops him.
Doomau spotted. I think they're going to go for the swing. Oh, okay. But not before a kill.
Head Trick really serving up a problem here for Legacy in round 22, but Sadzin has still been just given the spot on default. Worried about more of a connector play. Reality is triple jungle. Oh, good shot and back into the cover. Confirms more, lands it onto Head Trick. Triple for Sadzin, and that is what they needed to avoid. Back-to-back rounds of impact for Sadzin. A Legacy CT side takeover that eventually gets it over the line. A couple of missteps, but barring that first map, it is victory here for Legacy as they send Inner Circle spiraling down to the 0-2 pool.
It's very exciting closing round there for Sadzin. A nice op highlight to shut things down, and